it's good for you. It's good for me. Not really. Not everything is good for you. It's good for me. Maybe you're gay. Maybe you're lesbian. Maybe you're a criminal. Maybe you're a dealer. Not everything is good for you. It's good for me. Anyway, good morning, good day, good afternoon. I haven't got a full good phone holder, as you can see. The phone is swinging and dancing and carrying on, doing its own thing. That's why I said it's not, well, everything that's good for you is good for me. If you used to steal, and I don't know how to steal, stealing is not for me. But anyway, I'm going for a little drive. I thought I would bring you with me. Show you around the place. You know what I mean? It's all the time. It's 4:07 in the afternoon right now. I had a wash and feel like I would stretch my legs. But stretch my legs in the car. You know, clutch, gas, brake, you know. Stretching the legs. Careful, young man. Hello? Holy crap. So yeah, we're going to do 2 pickups today. Not going to tell you what I'm going to pick up, but we're going to do 2 pickups. Who's that at the funeral home? So we're going to do 2 pickups. One for Hall Green and one for town. You know? If you recognize any areas around here, shout it out. Shout it out loud and clear if you recognize any areas. Hey, on an honest note, you know. On an honest note, before I start talking, I would like you to hit that subscribe button, please. I'd be much appreciated. It's so hard to get subscribers when you ain't got money. When you're not wearing Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all these things, it's difficult to get subscribers. I've been looking for subscribers for 6 years now. And I finally got to 1,000. So, still got a long way to go. Well, anyway, how are you today? How are you feeling? Sometimes we as human beings don't like to express how we're feeling, you know. We like to keep things under wrap and keep things under control because of pride. Sometimes it's about pride and not wanting people to know our business, you know. But what's the point of keeping it to yourself and then giving yourself stress, giving yourself migraine, giving yourself heart attack, seizure? One time I steal somebody money, you know, and I couldn't live with myself. I could not live with myself, and I had to go and tell the person that I steal the money. Why I couldn't live with myself? Because I'm not a thief, and I've got a good heart. And it wouldn't sit well with me to know that I steal the money and don't want to give it back. You know what I mean? It was only right that I went and give it back because the conscience is a serious thing. When you're a good person, your conscience plays with you and you know that you should do the right thing. But at the same time when I steal the money, I was a bit hungry. I was starving. You know what I mean? I didn't have a choice. But the next day, the Lord has provided. So when I gave back the money, I received something the next day, which was very beneficial to me. Bag of grocery and all that nice things. You know what I mean? So, you can understand where I'm coming from. Sometime, not sometime, all the time, it's good to do the right thing. That means you know in yourself that you did something good today and you can actually be proud of yourself for doing something like that. Because when I returned the money, I was very, very proud, very, very happy. And the person was very, very grateful. And it was the smile and the respect on their face let me know that they was grateful and the appreciation of them saying thank you, they really appreciate it, and blah, 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 you know. But sometime in life we know we have to do certain things to get ahead and do certain things to survive. But we could also do the right thing because we know right from wrong, don't we? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? No one is perfect. And I remember one day I was in town and I went to steal. I went to steal from a supermarket. And I was in the supermarket and I don't know if you hear the story. I was in the supermarket and I take up a chocolate bar and I was walking around with the chocolate bar in my pocket. And I'm not a thief, or I never steal before. So me picking up the chocolate bar and walking around with it in my pocket, it didn't sit well with me. I was in the shop and I was tormented. I was sweating. I was nervous. I was all over the shop, all over the place with the chocolate bar. Until one mind says, put back the chocolate bar. Put it back, put it back. And I put back the chocolate bar. And by the time I put back the chocolate bar and went to come out the store, the security stopped me. And he says to me, mate, we seen you on camera putting a chocolate bar in your pocket. And I says to him, mate, I've got no chocolate bar in my pocket. He says to me, mate, we see you on the camera. And he went and get the manager. And when he went and get the manager come down and they says, well, we saw you on camera putting the chocolate bar in your pocket. We need to search you. So I lift up my top and I says, mate, look, I haven't got no chocolate bar. And then they says to me, okay, you can go, but please don't come back to the store. You know what I mean? And if I didn't put back that chocolate bar, you know what I mean? You never know what might happen. They call the police and I get nicked for a chocolate bar. You know what I mean? But that's such is life. You know what I mean? Sometime in that situation, I was hungry again. You know what I mean? Another time, I'll tell you something, another time I was hungry. I was proper. Look at these kids on the roadside. One is 6 and one is 7. And the parents is all the way down the back down there. You know what I mean? But anyway, I was hungry and I was in my house. I didn't have gas. I didn't have electric in my house. Obviously, we live here in the UK. You know, winter time is very, very cold. It's freezing. When you ain't got gas to even cook. Because we all use meter here in the UK. If you don't know, we use meters. Meter for gas, meter for electric. And the meters, them take a key. They take a particular key. So you have to go to the shop, put the gas on the key, give them the key, give them the money. They put the gas or they put the electric on. Then you take it back home, push it in the meter, and then the electric comes on. You know what I mean? So anyway, that being said and done, I didn't have any. I was in the house. I didn't have food. I didn't have money. So I decided I walked to the town center to see if I could get anything. That's the hope. I thought I would walk to the town center to see if I could get anything. So while I was walking to the town center, this lady had 2 big bags. She was carrying 2 big major bags of shopping. And she passed me with the shopping. I seen her coming and I thought to myself, wonder if I should ask her if she needs help. But I didn't ask her, to be honest. She walked past, and when she walked past, I turned around and look at her. And I was still thinking, should I go and ask her? But when I look around, she had £5 in her back pocket. And the £5 was about to drop out. And to be honest with you, the lady walked. I've watched her and I said to myself, yo, please drop out. And by the time the lady got to her car, the £5 dropped right out. As soon as she touched the door angle to get in the driving seat, the £5 dropped out. And to be honest with you, I never told her. After she drive off and I went and pick up the £5. You know what I mean? And mate, I went and buy some chicken. And I went and thingy. And I went and buy some flour. And I got £10. I got £10 for my brethren. Because I still went into town and I got £10 for my brethren. And I put on electric. Mate, it's the sweetest food I ever had in my life. So in that sense, I know I should have told the lady about the £10, the £5, but I feel that £5 was for me. And she's going home with 2 bags of shopping. I needed something to eat. If you get what I'm saying. So, mate, I couldn't tell her. You know what I mean? Next night again, I was with my friend. When you bless, you know. And when something is put down for you by the mercy of God, then it's for you. I was going to town with my friends, and I didn't have money. And I find £65 on that night. £65 a fine. I'm blessed, man. I swear to God. You know what I mean? But that's why you have to keep the faith and keep going. Sometimes we live for ourselves and not live. We live for other people and don't live for ourselves. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's best that we start looking out for ourselves. You know what I mean? Because when I was in London, I've been living in Birmingham now. When I was in London, I used to have money. I used to have nice clothes, nice shoes, nice car. You know what I mean? But now, boy, man's suffering. You get me? From COVID coming, everything just slowed down. Everything stopped. Businesses shut down. Workplace shut down. People lost their jobs. People hard to get jobs from that. People still putting up restriction because of COVID and all this type of thing. You know what I mean? But I haven't been working for a year and a half now, but hopefully soon I'm back in the work field, in the work with the workforce. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, in this situation, I'm taking this time out to thank God for my life. Thank God for still giving me the breath in my body. You know what I mean? Thank God for everything that surround me, for the good people that surround me. You know what I mean? For the good people that's in my circle. Just like on TikTok, simple platform like TikTok. You got some lovely people on TikTok. You got some lovely people on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I mean? Their comments uplift you. Their comments motivate you. You know what I mean? So them little thing there helps you a lot. You know what I mean? Because when you sit inside, you only can watch so much TV. You only can read so much and all that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because I sit in the house on a day-to-day basis. I'd rather stay inside than go outside and let something happen, or I get in trouble, or I harm somebody because of somebody being silly or something. So I try to keep myself in the house, if you get what I'm saying. The inside the house is safer for me, because in the UK here, there's crime and violence everywhere, but there's more stabbing and stuff going on here now than anywhere. You understand? The kids carrying knife, big machete, and all this type of thing. You know what I mean? So I think in my house is safe. So I try to stay in there as much as I can. You know what I mean? These kids, some of these kids these days and young men don't respect themselves, and they don't respect anybody. You know what I mean? And it's the silly people that's gonna cause the problem for you to get in trouble, because somebody's gonna come and do something silly or say something silly and you're gonna react, and then you get in trouble, and then they still be on road doing the silliness that they do. You know what I mean? So I think in the house is a safe place. Sometimes I come out, I go for a walk and all that kind of thing. You know what I mean? A simple walk, get some fresh air in your lungs and all that kind of thing. You feel me knocking? So that's just life. You know what I mean? We're meant to live life in love and unity and harmony, and share and smile and be happy with each other and be proud of each other and help each other, motivate each other, inspire each other. But no, some of us come and we've got this mentality of greed, where we just want and don't want to give back. You know what I mean? I know people that's in my circle that just take and they don't want to give. You understand? So them kind of people, I kind of put them to the back. You understand? And when I don't put them to the back, I get rid of them completely. You understand? Because them type of people that will bring you down and break your energy. Because you're meant to be around people that's going to help you and you help them. Real friends help each other and motivate each other and build each other. You understand? Some people only hang around with you for what they can get. You understand? For what they can get and for what they can receive from you. That's the only reason why they hang around you. Some hang around you to hear gossip. You understand? Some hang around you for money. Some hang around you for your clothes. Some hang around you for your shoes. Some hang around you for your hair product and your makeup. Some hang around you because they know you got things and they can borrow it. Some hang around you for your car. You understand? Some hang around you for the positive energy. They take the energy and they don't give back any energy. They just take that energy and run with it. You understand? So at the end of the day, we have to start looking out for ourselves. Because if you don't look out for yourself, sometimes you've got nobody around you that's going to look out for you. You know what I mean? You have to motivate yourself. You have to build yourself. You have to look in the mirror and be proud of yourself. Tell yourself that you're proud of yourself. Take 5 minutes and talk to yourself. Think about certain things that's happening in your life. Some of you work all year round and don't even go on a holiday. Some of you work for 10, 15 years and don't go on a holiday. Some of you don't even know what holiday is. Some of you born in this country and don't even have a passport. You know what I mean? Some of you never traveled outside this country. Even though I've been here 22 years and I haven't gone anywhere else. But that's my choosing. I choose not to go anywhere else, if you get what I'm saying. You understand? But if tomorrow comes and God says, yo, I'm going to talk to God and says I want to make a move, I make that move. You understand? But we always live for people and try to build for our kids and try to build for our family and this and that. And we don't build for ourselves. We don't enjoy life in our life itself. Because some of you work and save. And you never ever enjoy that money that you save. Because debt come knocking, or somebody came and borrowed it, or somebody needs it for something, or all that kind of thing. Some of you want a nice car and have the money to buy the car. But because of friend and family, you're trying to save. You're trying to keep that money and don't want to go spend it. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to bore you too much. I reach one destination. When I'm off to the next destination, I'll let you know.